Hello my dear learners, a very good evening everyone. I am Shashank and I welcome you all on English Medium Prep by Exampur, which is a complete English medium channel of Exampur. So first of all guys, please confirm your attendance, then we are going to start the session. So we are going to start the session guys. We are going to start the session of today. And let me tell you guys, we will be starting the session as well. So don't worry about this. Going to start the session. This is the exclusive session of SSC CGL examination. And so please confirm your attendance guys, then we are going to start it. So good evening Shravani and welcome to the session. Good evening and welcome to the session everyone. And today we are going to discuss the President and Vice President of India part 2. So we will be discussing all the topics in much detail form so that nothing should be left for our examination to find. Once the examination comes, the tier 2 comes, that you find yourself that you are just attending the YouTube session of mine, so that level of confidence that I need to inculcate in you. And it is going to be one of the important sessions from the Indian polity, from where definitely you can find the question in your all upcoming examinations. So first of all, please share the session so that maximum students should get benefit out of this. Maximum students should get benefit out of this. So don't forget to like and share the session also. Okay, let's begin the session. Let's start the session. Let's begin the session guys. And this is the session of President and Vice President of India part 2. Now come to the first question. Come to the first question guys. And the first question that is before you, the Indian President veto power, it is a combination of. So what type of veto powers it is given to the President of India? So what are the types of veto power which is given to the President of India? Is it pocket veto, absolute veto, suspensive veto or qualified veto? So which type of veto power is available to the President of India? What type of veto power it is available to the President of India? So Sharvani is saying 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That is pocket, absolute and suspensive. Let's see the correct answer guys. The timer is still running. Let's see the correct answer after the timer will get exhausted. Guys, if I talk about veto power it is defined in Article 111 of the Indian Constitution. So veto means to forbid, and veto power it is defined in Article 111 of the Indian Constitution. So good evening Mr. Putin. And with Indian President we have 3 vetoes, that is pocket veto, absolute veto and suspensive veto. So these 3 are available to the President of India. Qualified veto it is available to President of USA. It is not available to the President of India. And pocket veto is not available to President of USA. So pocket veto is not available to the President of USA, whereas qualified veto is not available to the President of India. Now the question that comes, who used this veto? So absolute veto, it is used by 2 presidents. First it was used by Dr. Rajendra Prasad that was used by Rajendra Prasad in Pepsu Bill on Pepsu Bill. Then R. Venkat Raman on MP salary allowance and pension. Absolute veto, then suspensive veto, that was used by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And pocket veto, Gyani Jail Singh. So pocket veto, that was used by Gyani Jail Singh. So these are the three presidents, four presidents in fact, who use this three veto. So these are the four presidents who use this three veto. So absolute, suspensive and pocket. So my dear students, is that clear to all of you? Then do tell me. Then I will be moving to the next question. Is that clear to all of you? Then do let me know. Then I will be moving to the next question. Absolute, suspensive and pocket. These are the three vetoes which was used by these four presidents of India. Absolute veto, that was being used by two presidents. That is Dr. Rajendra Prasad on Pepsu Bill. And then we have Dr. R. Venkat Raman for MP salary allowances and pension. So I hope my dear learners, is that clear to all of you? Is that clear, guys? Shall I move to the next question? So, shall I move to the next question? Okay, so guys, now let's move to the next question and let's see what next question is for us. Now, the next question is the electoral college of the president consists of. So, what is the electoral college of the president? So, what is the electoral college of the president? Electoral members of elected members, not it should be electoral, it should be elected. Elected, it should be elected. Elected members of both the houses of parliament, elected members of both the houses of state legislature, elected members of the legislative assembly of all the states. So what will be the correct answer, guys? That should be elected. Okay, what will be the correct answer, my dear? What will be the correct answer? Okay. So let's see the correct answer ki that will be option B. So students, they are saying option B. First of all guys, if I talk about electoral college of the president, that means who participate in the presidential election. It is the elected members of parliament and state legislature. Elected members of parliament and the state legislature. So elected members of the both houses of parliament. So that is true. Elected members of both houses of state legislature. This is false. Elected members of the legislative assembly. That is true. So correct answer will be option B. Guys, that is 1 and 3. That is the correct answer. So 1 and 3, that is the correct answer. So correct answer will be 1 and 3 because the elected members of the both houses of state legislature do not participate, Shravani, because no involvement of legislative council. There is no involvement of the legislative council in the presidential election. So there is no involvement of the legislative council in presidential election. So second statement is false. First and third statement is correct. Is that clear to all of you guys? Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So if it is clear, then guys, let's move to the next question and let's see what next question is for us. So let's move to the next question. Next question is which of the following is not an essential qualification for the candidature of the president? So if anyone wishes to contest the election of the president, which is not a necessary qualification, which is not a necessary qualification. Which of the following is not a necessary qualification? Okay, so what will be the correct answer, guys? What will be the correct answer? What will be the correct answer? So let's see the correct answer. Ki not an essential qualification. The essential qualification is option B, that he should not be educated. So it's not a mandatory qualification. So it is not a mandatory qualification, guys, that person should be an educated citizen of India by any method. Qualified to be for election as a member of House of the People, that is for Lok Sabha, it is true. And completion of the age of 35 years, this is also true. So completion of the age of 35 years, This is also true. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that person should be educated. This is not a or qualification. So good evening, Sangeeta. Now let's move to the next question. So guys, now let's move to the next question. So I hope, guys, that is easy for all of you to answer. So is it clear to all of you? So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that the person should be educated. It is not a mandatory qualification. Therefore correct answer will be option B. Now come to the next question. That was an easy question to answer, in fact. Now come to the next question. Which of the following statement is correct about the President of India? So out of these three statements, which is correct about the President of India? Now the first is he should be citizen of India by birth, he should have completed the age of 35 years, and he should be qualified for the election of member of parliament. So which of the following is correct? So which will be the correct statement, guys? Which will be the correct statement? And you have to answer according to this statement. This is a conceptual question. If you have understood the concept, then it will be easy for you to answer the question. Okay, let's see the correct answer. Shavni is saying option B. Okay. Okay, Shavni, so you are going with option B. Okay guys, let's see the correct answer. First of all, he should be citizen of India by birth. So this by birth, it is not mandatory. Not mandatory. That person who is by born Indian can contest the presidential election. That is in America. So if you want to contest the election of President of America, you should be by born American. So that is not, he should be citizen of India. By birth, it is not mandatory. So Ritik, we have not started any particular batch for the app. So we are working on YouTube first of all, then we will eventually shift to the app as well. Now he should have completed the age of 35 years, that is correct. And he should be qualified for the election as a member of parliament, for Lok Sabha. For Lok Sabha only. So he should be qualified enough to become member of Lok Sabha. That means he should be qualified enough to become member of Lok Sabha. So this third statement is also wrong. So 1 only is wrong, 1 and 2 is wrong, 1 and 3 is wrong. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is only 2. Because first statement is wrong. So all these three options, that is A, C and D, that becomes automatically wrong. Therefore correct answer will be what? It will be option B. Okay, so that should be option D. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is only 2. Now come to the next question. if there is any dispute that is related to the election of president, it can be referred to. So if any type of dispute that arises in the election of the president, to whom it will be referred? Is it to the Attorney General of India, Parliament, Supreme Court, or none of the above? So who is the person to solve the dispute related to Supreme Court, related to the election of president or vice president? Okay, so if there is any dispute which is related to the election of the president, who is the final authority to solve this dispute? So guys, according to Article 71, if there is any dispute that is related to the election of president, related to election of president and vice president, dispute is solved by Supreme Court. And whatever the decision that Supreme Court gives, that will be full and final. So the decision will be full and final. So that decision will be full and final, that cannot be challenged in any court. So this decision will be full and final. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Supreme Court, and it is being an election is conducted by Election Commission of India. So election is conducted by Election Commission of India. So correct answer will be option C. Correct answer will be option C, guys. So election, it is conducted by Election Commission of India. So correct answer will be option C. Now guys, come to the next question. Now let's come to the next question. The next question we have कि the President of India holds the office for a term of 5 years from the date of. So for how long the President of India holds the office? So for how long President of India holds the office? For a term of 5 years from the date on which he is or she is elected, which is decided by the Parliament, which he enters into upon his office or hold his office, which is decided by the Election Commission. So what is the term of this president? That is 5 years. That is calculated from when? So 5 years, it is calculated from when? So 5 years from the date of when, guys? And it is the 5 year from the date of joining office. So that is option C, that is 5 years from the date upon when he enters upon his or her office. So simply we can write 5 years from the date of joining office. So 5 years from date of joining office. Five years from the date of joining office. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is 5 years from the date of joining office, President will remain upon his post. President will remain upon his post, that is 5 years from the joining office. 5 years from which he or she is elected, it is not being taken. So whenever he enters in his office and the day on which oath is conducted, President joins the office on that day. So the day on which the oath is conducted, President joins the office on that day. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is the day on which President he or she enters in the office. So correct answer will be what? It will be option C. So I hope, my dear students, is that clear to all of you? Then do let me know. Then I will be moving to the next question. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you, guys? Is it clear to all of you? So I think, guys, it is clear to all of you. Then let's move to the next question and let's see what the next question is for us. Now the next question is who among the following president was appeared before Supreme Court when Supreme Court was hearing the election dispute of the president? So whose election dispute was being heard by president? Okay, guys, let's see the correct answer. See, what will be the correct answer? Sanjeev, it is not option D. Guys, the correct answer will be option B, that is V.V. Giri. It is said that one of the person filed before Supreme Court that V.V. Giri influenced the voters in presidential election. And at that point of time, the Chief Justice of India was Justice S.M. Sikri. He requested V.V. Giri to appear before the court and just have the detailed discussion, and finally the petition was rejected. Finally, the petition was rejected. So finally, guys, the petition was rejected in which V.V. Giri was being accused that he has influenced the voters during the presidential election, because V.V. Giri was the candidate of Mrs. Indira Gandhi and Congress officially announced the candidate, that was the very famous, later he became the President of India who was elected unopposed, that was the Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. So correct answer will be V.V. Giri, because the election was between V.V. Giri versus Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. VV Giri versus Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. So that is the correct answer will be option B. VV Giri versus Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, in which VV Giri defeated Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. He defeated the Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. Therefore, correct answer will be what? It is option B. Correct answer will be what? It is option B, guys. So I hope it is clear to everyone. I hope it is clear to everyone. Any doubts you have, then feel free to ask as well. So is it clear to all of you? Okay, so guys, let's move to the next question and we'll see what next question is for us. Okay guys, now let's move to the next question. And before I should move to the next question, guys, I will request everyone to please download this official Exampur app. Now, why to download this official Exampur app, that we are going to discuss, because we will be bringing the live paid courses with the test series on a minimum fee and maximum offering. Then subject wise, topic wise quizzes along with the report card in the form of PDF, so that you can note all the things. You can take out the printout and you can use this. Other than this, job alert admit card detail, so that you can't miss, you should not miss any exam in which you have age or eligibility, not to miss any exam in which you have the age and eligibility. Then all previous year exam with the solution in the form of PDF. So you should not wander here and there just for the free year, just for the previous year questions, to see what type of previous year question is being asked. Now the next is topic wise free live classes. This is going to become very soon. Then free full length and sectional test with the report card. Free exam wise PDF practice set, so that you can practice more and more to notch up the exam. Then daily, weekly and monthly current affair. So the issue of current affair is already sorted, because if I talk about current affairs, you will find current affairs, it will be in English plus it will be in Hindi. So those students who are comfortable in English can read the things in English. Those who are comfortable in Hindi, they can read the things in Hindi. Now, unlimited subject-wise practice question for practice, that we are going to discuss. So unlimited subject-wise practice questions will also be there. So I hope, my dear students, is that clear to all of you why I am saying so to download the Exampur app and what value offerings we are giving to our students. So this is how you have to download this app, and this is how you have to download this app so that you can avail the maximum features. Now first of all, you have to go to Google Play Store. Please go to Google Play Store. There you have to type Exampur. Once you will type Exampur, guys, the screen will appear like this: Exampur Sarkari Naukri Prep. then you have to install this thing. And if you are using it for the first time, if you are a first time user, that is FTU, first time user, then you have to click on let's register. Once you will click on let's register, a small form will be open before you. There you have to fill basic details. Then you have to click on I accept the terms and condition, and then you have to click on let's register. Once you will click register, guys, the app will get registered and you can start using the facilities of this app. Maximum facilities are free, only the paid courses, they are being paid, and they are at minimum price, so that everyone can afford that fees. I hope, guys, this should be clear to all of you. That is all about the Example app. Why to download, how to download. So, why to download and how to download, I hope this should be clear, and you will be downloading this app and must be using to get the features, what value offerings we are giving to the students and how we are different from others. Now, guys, let's come to the next question. Now, how a president can be removed from his office before expiry of the term. So, if you wish to remove the president of India before the expiry of the term, how you can remove? How a president can be removed before expiry of the term? Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys, and that can be did through the impeachment process. So, this can be did through the impeachment process. And impeachment, guys, that is defined in Article 61 adopted from US. And it is initiated by Parliament on ground of violation of Constitution. On ground of violation of Constitution, that is through impeachment on the ground of violation of Constitution. And what is impeachment, guys? That is defined in Article 61, and the Parliament of India is only authorized to impeach the President, and the ground of impeachment is violation of Constitution. That means if the President does anything which is against the Constitution of India. So, if the President does anything which is against the Constitution of India, then at that condition, President will be impeached from his post and then can be removed before the expiry of the term. So, the correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is through the impeachment process. Now, I will be moving to the next question and we'll see what next question is for us. So, let's move to the next question. Now, the vacant post of the President is to be filled within 90 days, 6 months, 9 months or 1 year. So, the vacant post of the President, that has to be filled within how many days? So, vacancy of on the post of the President, that has to be filled within how many days? Okay, let's see the correct answers. So, vacancy has to be filled within 6 months. So, that is defined in Article 62 clause 2, that vacancy has to be filled within 6 months from the date of occurrence. From the date of occurrence of vacancy. From the date of occurrence of vacancy. 6 months from the date of occurrence of vacancy. From the date of occurrence of vacancy, fresh election has to be made, and by that time, Vice President of India will serve as acting president. Vice President of India will serve as acting president. So by the time the election is not there, so Vice President of India will serve as acting president, and within 6 months the fresh election has to be conducted, and whoever is elected as the President of India will continue for next 5 years. So whosoever is elected as President of India will serve as president for next 5 years. So whosoever is elected as the President of India will serve as president for next 5 years. Therefore guys, correct answer will be option B, that is 6 months from the occurrence of vacancy. 6 months from the occurrence of vacancy. So I hope my dear learners, is it clear to all of you? So I hope is it clear to all of you? Okay, so guys, is it clear to all of you? Okay, so guys, we will be moving to the next question and we'll see what next question is for us. Okay, so let's move to the next question, my dear, and now let's see what next question is for us. Okay guys, now please answer this question, although it's a big question, and first of all, without reading the question, do not answer it, because it's a very quality type question, it's a very qualityful question. The executive power of the union, it is vested in the Prime Minister. Prime Minister is appointed by President. Prime Minister is the head of the Council of Ministers, and Prime Minister at the time of his appointment needs not to be member of either house of the parliament. Now, you have to select the correct answer. You have to select the correct answer. Which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct, guys? Please read the question carefully before answering this question. This type of question that I was talking about, that may come in SSC CGL. Okay guys, only one statement, the whole question will be cleared. You need not have to go through all the statement. Now let's check the things. If I talk guys, the executive power of the union, it is vested in the Prime Minister. Executive power of the union, it is vested in President. Executive power of the union, it is vested in President, it is not vested in Prime Minister. The power of Government of India. So, power of Government of India, it is vested in PM. So, it is vested in the Prime, it is not vested in the Prime Minister, guys, it is vested in the President. So, the first statement is wrong. So, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Correct answer will be option C. Only through one statement you can analyze the whole answer. So correct answer will be, guys, option C. Now let's see other. Prime Minister is appointed by President, yes. Who is the leader of opposition in leader of ruling party of the Lok Sabha is generally appointed as the Prime Minister. Now Prime Minister is the head of the Council of Ministers, that is true, that you can refer through Article 64. Now Prime Minister at the time of his appointment need not to be member of either House of Parliament, this is also true. Example is Rajiv Gandhi. Example is Rajiv Gandhi. When Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India, he was not the member of either House of the Parliament. He was not the member of either House of the Parliament. He was the pilot of Air India. And at the time when her mother, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, died, he was being called. And finally, he took the oath of the Prime Minister. And after that, the death of Mrs. Indira Gandhi was being announced. And finally, Prime Minister of India became Rajiv Gandhi. So it is not like that ki while becoming the Prime Minister you have to be member of either House of the Parliament, but within 6 months you have to take membership of any House of Parliament. Membership of any House of the Parliament, otherwise ministership will be nullified. Otherwise ministership will be nullified. Otherwise ministership will be nullified. So correct answer will be what, guys? It will be option C, that is 2 and 3 are correct. Otherwise ministership will be nullified. I hope, my dear, it is clear to all of you. So I think it is clear to all of you. Otherwise your ministership will be nullified if you do not become the minister within the period of 6 months from the date of appointment. Okay, so I hope, guys, that is clear to all of you. So 2 and 3 will be the correct statement, not 1, 2, 3, 4 or the D is the correct statement. So before answering any question, guys, please analyze whether the things are right or wrong. So please analyze the things, please analyze the answer. And these are very important questions that will exalt your concept also. That will test you on the conceptual level, and this type of question definitely may come in the CGL examination. Will definitely come in CGL tier 2. Now let's come to the next question. Next question we have that the President of India is not a part of the Parliament, is a part of the Parliament, is a part of Parliament and sits in Parliament, can vote in Parliament, none of the above or more than one of the above. So it is a BPSC type question. It's a BPSC type question. Chhattisgarh PCS also takes the test at 5 questions. Okay, what will be the correct answer, guys? And the correct answer is very easy, that President of India is a part of the Parliament. So just you have to read the Article 79, that Indian Parliament has 3 parts, that is President, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. So President is an integral part of Parliament. So President of India is an integral part of Parliament. Now Now guys, let's come to the last question of the day, because after this I will be taking one more class. So I will conclude the session after this question. कि President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha on recommendation of. So on recommendation of which authority President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha? Is it Election Commission, Rajya Sabha, Cabinet Minister or Prime Minister? So on recommendation of which authority President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha? So President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha on recommendation of Prime Minister. So on recommendation of Prime Minister, President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha, and when Prime Minister is assured that his or her majority is not in Lok Sabha, then this type of recommendation is given. Then this type of recommendation is being given. So then this type of recommendation is being given to dissolve the Lok Sabha. So correct answer will be what guys? It will be option D, that is the Prime Minister of India. So I hope guys this should be clear to all of you, and with this I will be concluding the session, because after this I have one more class to take. So I will be dissolving the session on this point of time and will discuss rest of the question in upcoming session. So that was all for the day guys. Let's meet in the next session with our next interesting topic to discuss sharp at 11 AM on English medium prep by example.